There's a group of students at a local high school which helps grieving families carry the bodies of their deceased loved ones. The boys stand with families they don't know to help them through one of the toughest times of their lives.
Leon Bibb has the story of the St. Ignatius Pallbearers Ministry. It's tonight's My Ohio.
When death comes, it leaves a hole in the lives of surviving family members. This story is about death, but mostly about life. Not only because life and death are 2 points on the same line, but because there are several hundred Cleveland area young men who give of themselves to grieving families sorrowed by death. They are high schoolers who come as special pallbearers with lifting hands and heartfelt prayers.
Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as you deserve.
St. Ignatius High School in Cleveland, a Catholic school. Among the faculty are theology teachers Dan Barron and James Skirl. The two teachers lead what is called the Pallbearer Ministry. These high school students are learning of life and death and love and compassion.
Let's take a look at different dimensions of the human person. Our thoughts, our words, and our deeds.
At St. Ignatius, students crisscross the campus. Here, one goal is for them to enter as boys and mature into manhood. Learning of life's changes are hundreds of students who have volunteered to serve as pallbearers for families requesting them to carry the caskets of the family's loved ones.
They discover in themselves, I think, also that they can bring hope to others at a difficult time.
When you're out on the funerals, you kind of feel close to the families, although you don't even know them. Like, you feel like you're part of the family.
Not only give students an opportunity to perform the works of mercy, but also to help them see the real meaning of service.
440 volunteering students answer requests for pallbearer service. Sometimes funeral homes themselves call when there is no one to carry the casket. Funeral director Lou Repepe Jr. has often called for the St. Ignatius Pallbearers Ministry.
Because of these young men, no one does go to the grave alone.
On this day at St. Monica Church in Garfield Heights, the pallbearer young men bring their hearts and compassion and caring and comforting hands. They carry the casket bearing the body of someone they did not know.
It really just kind of puts everything into perspective that life only lasts for so long, and in an instant it could be gone.
In this Cleveland Catholic school, in preparation for the many funerals, the young men prepare themselves for what they will do. This is the chapel on the campus of St. Ignatius. It is here the boys learn much more about their religious faith. Their pallbearer ministry is named after St. Joseph of Arimathea. He was one of the followers of Jesus who supplied the tomb for the body of Jesus after his crucifixion and death. Understanding death and learning how precious is life and how meaningful a part young men can play for grieving families is this ministry in motion.
Like, you feel like you're part of the family because you're there at that essential time.
They're always grateful. They can't say their thanks enough. This little old lady that I didn't even know came crawling out of the funeral home, and she looks up at us and she says, "God bless you."
Each mindful of his own service. You will see that in them, but look closer and see even more. This is mission work, running as deep as life itself. Story of high school men of St. Ignatius in a corner of My Ohio, where lessons of life and death are tied together. It is at this point and place where one person realizes he can help carry another. It is quite a story, as you saw. Indeed, the pallbearer ministry continues year-round, even when the students are not in school. The boys of St. Ignatius and the St. Arimathea Pallbearer Ministry at St. Ignatius High School. Live on 5 from My Ohio, I'm Leon Bibb.